We'd like to warn you that the images you are about to see are dramatized. The accident you will witness is not real, and viewer discretion is strongly advised. These students knew that they were having an outdoor assembly. They knew that they would be sitting in the grass on this beautiful, windy spring day for more than an hour. But when these two huge yellow tarps were removed, the Notre Dame student body got the shock of a lifetime. This was no ordinary assembly.
Well, what we have is a reenactment of an actual car crash where we'll have kids losing their lives and being seriously injured, and we will be arresting a drunk driver.
There in the gruesome, mangled wreckage was classmate Nick Piazza, unmoving. There were other friends as well, all injured, all putting on this show to teach these students a serious lesson.
Well, it's just important for people to know the consequences, because if people actually knew the consequences of their actions, I don't think they'd actually get into a car with a drunk driver or be the drunk driver.
The scene gets progressively worse. When fire crews and police arrive, Nick is pronounced dead. Other students have been terribly injured, and two are airlifted via helicopter to St. Luke's Hospital. The audience is no longer fidgeting and playfully passing along jokes the way they might be at any other school assembly. This high school field is silent. But are they getting the message?
Well, you get a mix. You get the kids who, don't fully understand the seriousness of drinking and driving, or they're even driving. And then we get the kids who have had lost friends in drunk driving accidents, as well as family members. So we get a mixed reaction, but for the most part, the kids do take it very seriously and realize any one of us could lose our lives.
Nick's heartbroken parents arrive to identify their son's lifeless body. The coroner seals him in a body bag. The accused drunk driver is given a field sobriety test. He's so drunk he can barely stand straight. His name is Bill, another fellow schoolmate. And as the students learn, things spiral even further downhill for him as well. After being charged with drunk driving, Bill is taken to jail, handcuffed, fingerprinted, and locked in a cell. He's even sentenced at the local courthouse. And Notre Dame students are there to witness it all.
So the total sentence that I've given you is a total of 6 years to 10 years. And you'll be eligible for parole after 6 years.
Every 15 minutes is the name of this program, and every 4 years this performance is put on for Notre Dame students. The entire program includes a church mass, a retreat, and a mock memorial service.
The phrase "every 15 minutes" was derived from the fact that in the early 1990s, every 15 minutes someone in the country, someone loses his or her life as a result of an alcohol-related crash.
Bethlehem police officer Dean Wilson has spearheaded this entire event for the past 12 years. He's called on help from the local court system, fire department, funeral homes, hospitals, and more. They all happily oblige. Wilson says the numbers don't lie. There is a definite need and purpose to the Every 15 Minutes program.
Statistics tells us that the young people between the ages of 16 and 24 make up 16.5% of the United States population. Yet this same 16.5% of the population is responsible for 44.6% of this country's alcohol-related crashing. Startling numbers, to be sure.
Organizers hope that witnessing these events will steer students from drunk driving and reckless behavior. The teens' very own friends play the parts of victims and offenders. And for those who participate in the mock car crash, the act seems almost too real.
It was actually more than I expected, because I went into it knowing that it wasn't real. Yet when I was in the car and I heard all of the sound effects and everything, it actually did feel real. And it actually did make you think about what can really happen. It felt like a real-life situation.
Tears came to my eyes because the police checked Nick's pulse and they said he was dead, and like glass is breaking in your face, and it seemed so real, and it just really had an impact on me.
Nick, however, is not really dead. The next day he reappears. His classmates have not been able to see him or the other victims for an entire day. It seemed as if they were all truly gone.
The toughest part was probably when my parents came and they had to identify my body. I think my mom was crying and my dad told the officer it was me. And that was just really tough because you just think about if that really happened to somebody, when your parent, it'd be really tough for a parent to just see their kid for the last time and just looking terrible in a mangled car.
Nicole Rinker was one of the students airlifted to St. Luke's Hospital. Upon arriving there, she was pronounced dead. Nicole shared what the every 15 minutes experience was like for her.
I could hear my mom crying, and someone had said to her, you can touch her. And I felt them hold my hand and they kissed me goodbye, and I wanted to be able to open my eyes really badly and just be like, I'm okay, it's just fake, don't worry about it. But you couldn't.
Although her eyes were closed the entire time she played the role of a victim, they were actually more open than anyone could ever imagine.
I'll definitely look at life a little differently, and I hope it's impacted you guys as much as it has impacted me.
Classmate Bill Courier played what could arguably be considered the toughest role of all. Acting as a fake drunk driver, he caused the deaths of 2 classmates and injured many others.
Looking into the eyes of the parents and telling them you're sorry for killing their son. I didn't know what to say at first because there wasn't anything else to say. I mean, how do you apologize to someone for killing their child? I'm sorry was the only thing that I could say, but I'm sorry doesn't bring back life.
These students witnessed the full effects of the Every 15 Minutes program in only 48 hours, but the pain and heartache lasts so much longer. Ellen Lurig knows this all too well. Her 16-year-old son Robert was killed in a fiery car crash in 1998. The accident was caused by an uninsured, unregistered, unlicensed drunk driver.
Because of an ignorant drunk. This is what's left of my son. This is what's left of his genes. I promised you I wasn't going to lecture you, but I would like to close with the poem a friend of mine cut out of Dear Abby that's very special to me. Please don't ask me if I'm over it yet. I'll never be over it. Please don't tell me he's in a better place. He isn't here with me. Please don't say at least he isn't suffering. I haven't come to terms why he had to suffer at all. Please don't tell me you know how I feel, unless you have lost a child. Please don't ask me if I feel better. Bereavement isn't a condition that clears up. Please don't tell me at least you had him for so many years. What year would you choose for your child to die? Please don't tell me God never gives us more than we can bear. Please just say you are sorry. Please just say you remember my child if you do. Please just let me talk about my child. Please mention my child's name. Please just let me cry. Thank you very much for your respect.
For more information on the Every 15 Minutes program, visit www.every15minutes.com.
I know, as long as I live, I will never drink and drive. From just this experience, I know I will not.
Sheila Fortson, TV2 News.